Good morning and welcome to the news at 7. I am David Okpokwasale. The headlines this morning. Governor Obiano charges political parties and their candidates to conduct campaigns peacefully. Management of Alaba International Market expresses interest in partnering with Anambra State government. And next year meets heads of agencies, calls for new strategy in deployment of security forces during elections. And on the foreign scene, UN declares fleeing Saudi woman a legitimate refugee. Governor William Obiano has admonished political parties and their candidates participating in the forthcoming general election to conduct their campaigns peacefully. The governor said this in a statement released by the Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Mr. C. Don Adenoba, on his prognosis for 2019. Governor Obiano said that one of the biggest challenges facing the state in the new year is ensuring free and transparent elections. He urged political gladiators in the state to learn from the November 18, 2017 gubernatorial election in the state, which is considered by most analysts as free, most transparent and peaceful election ever conducted by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, by promoting peace and not engaging in acts that would truncate the development of the state. Governor Obiano further said that the reputation of the state as Nigeria's safest, most peaceful state and the state with the highest level of social cohesion has rekindled investor confidence in Anambra, emphasizing that this must be jealously guarded. Meanwhile, a political socio-cultural group or movement for change has called on politicians to desist from all forms of violent tendencies that will cause disaffection in the polity. In a statement signed by the convener of the group, Mazi Okuoku, said the charge is coming on the heels of the desecration of the statue of the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Barrister Rita Madagwe, in the early hours of Tuesday, January 8, 2019, in Newe South Local Government Council area. In describing Mrs. Madagwe as a woman of virtue who has contributed majorly in putting the community and the Newe South Council area on the map of Anambra politics, said the action taken by unknown persons is ill-advised and portends a serious danger for the people of the area and the peace being recorded across the state. The group advised politicians to know that billboards and posters do not win elections. Instead, should rather convince the people on the reasons to vote them in the coming elections through their manifestos and show of consistent character. We move from there now to Idemili South, where an ultra-modern market is to be built for our Akuku community in Idemili South local government area by the member representing Idemili South constituency in the State Assembly, Barrister Chuke Zonuna, as part of his constituency project in the area. Staff reporter Njide Kokoe reports that Barrister Zonuna also presented a check for 1 million naira to the town union of the community in fulfillment of his promise to support their road construction project. Her report.
Already, there were signs of commencement of work at the market site, as there were heaps of sand, chippings, and other building materials. Presenting the check, Barrister Zemune stated that he cited at least one project in all the communities within his constituency, assuring that the Akuku Market project will be built to standard and completed within record of time, calling on the people to remain steadfast in their support for ABGA.
Project PG pull up choose here. I will see okay and I get mayor. No Hana turn up why mayor. Then Kebasa road project we are going. We see okay. Do to if Nayam when I made Tiaka road project.
Barrister Zemune, however, inspected his constituency project at Oba Civic Center in Idemili South local government area, where he sunk a borehole and built 6 outlets modern toilet facility with overhead tanks. Responding, the President General of Akuku and the councillor representing Oba Ward 2 in Idemili South local government area, Honorable Ekene Agasefo, commended Honorable Zemune for his quality representation, testifying that all communities in his constituency have benefited from his constituency projects and empowerment programs, assuring him of their unalloyed support for ABGA in the forthcoming general elections.
If Oba gave him 60% this time around, we should give him 100% because he has a lot of youth empowerment program that I believe with our support for his re-election will benefit from that.
Honorable Ezewune also presented a check for 8 million naira to OKTT community to enhance the completion of their ultramodern stadium, where he was welcomed by the traditional ruler of the community, Igwe Engineer Michael Chidozie, Igwe in Council, and the President General of the community, Mr. Joachim Okeke. Honorable Ezewune also put smile on the faces of his constituents during the Yuletide by distributing over 100 bags of rice and other gifts aimed at giving them a sense of belonging. Njireka Okoye, ABS News.
The management of Alaba International Electronics Market Lagos has said that it will collaborate with Anambra State government to fast-track the development of the state. Correspondents Abuchi Nwosu and Emmanuel Okonkwo, who engaged the chairman of the market, Evangelist Paulinus Gochukwu, in an exclusive interview on the 40th anniversary celebration of the market coming up on 1st of February this year, have the details.
Speaking to the ABS in his country home, Orifite, Ekwusigo local government area, Evangelist Gochukwu disclosed that the group is planning to bring part of the market to Anambra State as part of their contribution aimed at developing the state, in addition to creating jobs for the teeming youths. Describing Anambra as peace-loving and the most secured state in Nigeria, Evangelist Gochukwu called on Ndi Igbo to see the development of their home state as an obligation. He said that the management of the Alaba International Market will continue to synergize with the Standard Organization of Nigeria, SON, in checkmating the influx of fake products in the area aimed at ensuring quality of goods.
We want Nigeria to know that Alaba International have come of age, that we have a good people in Alaba and people that know what they are doing. The governor is doing well. And recently, the last time he visited Lagos, he promised us that he want us to come to Anambra State so that he can give us land that we can build and can have a branch of Alaba International Market. So we have a very good relationship with him. We want to bring Alaba International back home. So that it's not that we are Lagos, no, but we want to bring it to Nigeria, so to Anambra State, so that people will come to buy. And by doing that, we give employment to our people.
Evangelist Gochukwu was elected in October last year, disclosed there are part of activities lined up to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the market. A book titled 40 Years Journey to Alaba International Market will be unveiled during the event. Evangelist Gochukwu drew the attention of the federal and Lagos state governments to the dilapidated road of the market, which he said is the major challenge facing the market, which according to him contributes over $4 billion to the Nigeria economy.
The problem is that Alaba International Market is the highest electronic market in the Sahara, Africa. And all the electronics all the electronics they use in Nigeria and West African country is being brought by Alaba traders. So Alaba International Market is well known in the whole Africa, in the international world, that Alaba is the biggest electronic market. And now we want to make Alaba International Market. For a few years ago, the market have lost its glory. They want to restore back, they want to bring the glory of Alaba back. Some people knew Alaba as fake product, or people that is thief and rogues that are doing business, but it's not so. So we want to tell the world that Alaba is still Alaba. Alaba is you have a good people that are doing business genuinely.
From Orifite, in Ekwusigo local government area, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
Stay with us, more stories coming right after now.
Elections dey very important.
E go come.
And e go go.
Nigeria go remain.
Make we no fight for this election.
Because now all of us go suffer am.
Election na do.
no be die matter. Vote, not fight.
Election no be war.
This is ABS, Heartbeat of the East.
The Independent National Electoral Commission has called for a different approach to the deployment of security forces during elections. The demand came about at 7 days to the 2019 general elections and at a time campaigns have commenced nationwide and preparations already at advanced levels. The chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, stated this in Abuja during the Commission's regular quarterly consultative meeting on the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security, ISES. According to him, the meeting was convened primarily to update members of ISES on the Commission's preparedness for the 2019 general elections and to also hear from the security agencies concerning their preparations so far. The ISES consultative meeting was attended by a representative of the National Security Advisor and heads of various security agencies in Nigeria. Professor Yakubu said it is also an opportunity to hear from the security agencies on their preparations so far. The federal government has placed orders for the importation of 30 coaches and 300 wagons to be deployed on the Lagos-Ibadan Railway when the project is completed. According to the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amaechi, the coaches and wagons will boost the movement of passengers and goods from Lagos to other locations in the southwest. In his contribution to the discussion, the Managing Director, Nigerian Railway Corporation, Fidet Okiria, said the NRC was also expecting 2 sets of diesel multiple units comprising 10 coaches each. Federal government gave marching orders to the contractor handling the Lagos-Ibadan rail line to deliver the Iju-Lagos to Agbado-Ogun section of the project within the next 2 weeks. The government stated that although there had been a considerable improvement on the project, it was important to get the Iju-Agbado section ready this month as commercial activities were more pronounced on the specified location. This came as a renowned economist and chief executive of financial derivatives company, Bismarck Rewane, stated that the Lagos-Ibadan rail project will reduce inflationary pressures when completed. Amaechi had directed officials of the CCECC to speed up work on the Iju-Agbado section of the project and get it ready for test run in 2 weeks. And on entertainment this morning, the place of indigenous music in building harmonious living in the society was the topic of discussion at the official launch of Oloma Jesu music album of popular events Compare and Governor Willie Obiano's aide, Sir Anthony Ugoji. Kenneth Kuchkwode was at the launch, and in this report tells us how the event took place.
The Ekenri Market Square was filled with lovers of music, friends and well-wishers of the celebrant, who the album will be his third, coming more than 19 years after his last. Speaking on why he has been away from the music scene since his last album in the year 2000, Sir Anthony revealed that music is inborn, but his busy schedule with Imambem kept him away, but that he had to break away and let his fans and music lovers know he is still much around with his music. He advised that children must be taught the need to identify with songs that represent the culture of their people, while love for one another should be the thought at all times.
First album is Oloma Jesu. Olu Jesus Christ in alona ndu anyị on daily basis. Ife Chineke na-eme na ndu anyị. Amarom na mma no ebe no today. But no Jesu or Jesus Christ. Or onye bi n'enu malụ amụrụ mmadụ.
The chairman on the occasion, Mr. Pascal Okeke, pointed out that music is a political tool for social change which can be used to speak against ills in government like Fela did, and agreed that African music teaches morals, literature and wise counsel which the youth should begin to appreciate.
In music, it tells you stories, historical stories. Music teaches you morals. It teaches you literature, because some musicians use idiomatic expressions to deliver what they want to say. So we need to teach our children how to enjoy our music.
For Nze Uche Nwora, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Anambra Broadcasting Service, Sir Anthony is a highly talented individual whose importance to the state showed in the people that came to support him.
Everybody knows him as Okibombem. He's a very highly talented individual. We've seen his work over the years. I encountered him 4 years ago when I came to ABS. And since then, we've worked well together. And if you look at the work he has done for the government, using his genre of music and praise singing to project the work of His Excellency, the Governor of Anambra State, Chief Willie Obiano, likewise all the various ministries in the state. So it's something quite unique and encouraging. So that's why we came out today to support him.
Apart from the unveiling of the album and launch, Okibombem, as Sir Anthony is popularly called, took the center stage to give his audience a feel of his music. From Ekenri in Anocha Council area, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
Moving on now, a Saudi woman who fled her family and refused to leave a Bangkok hotel has been declared a legitimate refugee by the UN, the Australian government says. Rahaf Mohammed Al Kunun, 18, refused to board a flight from Bangkok to Kuwait and barricaded herself into her airport hotel room. She said she had renounced Islam, which is punishable by death in Saudi Arabia. The UN's refugee agency has referred her case to Australia for possible resettlement. Thai immigration officials had initially said she should return to Kuwait, where her family was waiting. She then started a social media campaign, live tweeting her case and attracting international attention. In a brief statement, Australia's Department of Home Affairs said it will consider this referral in the usual way. And then sports, Usborne Football Club has won the Gold Cup of County Football League with a cash prize of 300,000 Naira, having beaten their rivals Suleja Football Club 3-1 in a penalty shootout. Suleja Football Club thereby went home with the Silver Cup and claims 200,000 Naira, while the second runner-up, Nkwale Football Club, lifted the Bronze Cup, having defeated the Mbuke team winning a cash prize of 100,000 Naira. Correspondent Valentine Mbadoa takes the story from here.
The County Football Tournament, which is the third on this series and held at Umunnachi Stadium, featured masquerade display, performance by a music artist, as well as other side attractions. In his speech, the sole initiator, donor and sponsor of the County Cup, Engineer Emeka Okonkwo, while expressing satisfaction over the conduct of the teams during the tournament, noted that his overall aim was to encourage the youths who are talented in soccer to develop their career, which will attract more development and unity to their town. He further advised the teams who lost out in the tournament to improve, as next year's County Cup will be better and more attractive.
Unity, that's the watchword. The unity among the youth and keeping them off the street, that reduces crime in the society.
In a remark, the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Grassroots Media Affairs and Chairman Nnachi Football Association, Sir Emeka Odionu, noted that County Cup has been of great positive impact to Umunnachi community and called on other well-meaning in Anambra to invest in sports development through grassroots football, as it will improve the economic growth and development of the state and Nigeria at large.
For secondary school to build sports, athletics, boxing, hockey, and football. When you start from secondary school and give each secondary school all sporting equipment, from there they will grow. We have talents. What they are lacking is the environment to harness their talent.
On his part, the President General of Umunnachi Progressive Union, Mr. Ikechukwu Odionu, called on both government and private individuals to create more employment and increase revenue through sports.
Sports is a vital aspect of our developmental programs for the community, and all of us are witnesses to it today.
The County Cup, which ended with so much excitement, produced Chijoke Aniaboso of Osborne Football Club as the best goalkeeper, Chidi Onyeka of Unkwele Football Club as the most valuable player of the tournament, and Nicholas Godwin of the same team as the highest goal scorer. From Umunnachi in Dunukofia local government area, Valentine Mbadoga reporting for ABS News.
Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by logging on to our website, www.absradiotv.com. You can like us at Facebook at www.facebook.com/ABSRadioTelevision. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Now the main points before we go. Governor Obiano has charged political parties and their candidates to conduct their campaigns peacefully. Management of Alaba International Market has expressed interest in partnering with Anambra State Government. The Independent National Electoral Commission Chairman, Professor Yakubu, has met heads of agencies, calls for new strategy in deployment of security forces during elections. On the foreign scene, we told you the United Nations has declared fleeing Saudi woman a legitimate refugee. And that is the news this morning. On behalf of the whole team here, I am David. Good morning, Anambra continues right after now.